But here's the difference between us and them. It's where that prosperity is shared by everyone. I repeat, there's a word for it. Socialism. Socialism. Just because the old order is dying doesn't give the left an automatic right to determine what follows. We don't have the luxury of billionaire-funded research units or newspaper barons to help us. We need to do this together, and it's now and it's here that we have to do it. The NHS and its principle that healthcare is foundational right, afforded to all, whatever their circumstance, is a cornerstone of our civilised society. So why shouldn't society extend the principles of the NHS to other basic needs of life? So we committed in our manifesto to building, for example, a national care service and a national education service from cradle to grave, free at the point of use. So we're asking the question now, why shouldn't we extend this principle of universalism further? In all the opinion polls now, you talk to them about should water be brought back into public ownership, 80% support. The same with rail, the same with Royal Mail. Out there, people feel they're being ripped off, and they are. Look, in the water industry, £18 billion in the last 10 years given to shareholders, and at the same time, in some years, the actual dividends being paid out to shareholders more than the profits, so they're borrowing to do that. And then bills go up. People feel ripped off. The report that was produced by the Social Market Foundation, set up by a group of Thatcherite supporters to promote privatisation, the report funded by the water companies themselves is hardly independent. What we're saying is the Parliament will decide the price of any individual industry that we bring back into the public sector, but it will be cost-free. Let me explain that. Basically, all of these are profit-making industries. What we will do for the shareholders who have shares at the moment, we'll issue them with bonds. Of course, bonds mean borrowing, but that borrowing cost will be covered by the profits made by those individual sectors. That means we'll have an asset that we're in democratic control on. We'll be able to provide the resources from the profits, I think, to ensure investment, improve the services, and actually cut the cost of customers as well. I went to Huddersfield yesterday, East Coast Line, Virgin Trains. I arrive at King's Cross and the train's cancelled, so we miss our connections. Just want to say to Richard Branson, if I have any doubts about renationalising the rail, I tell you, yesterday made it clear. It's coming back.
Enthusiastic exponents of privatisation, such as the OECD, which continues to peddle it on. But that brings me to, I think, what's the more fundamental problem with past forms of public ownership, state ownership, which was, as John said, they had more grassroots or shop floor representation on the committees of the nationalised industries. And that was the case largely for the whole period. And this is where I come on to my second point. It needs to have democracy and wider public engagement at its core. And I think we need to be clear on the kind of things that I think continue and underpin it. So I think this is something for today, something to take forward. But I think these are the things I think we should aspire to when we talk about